All right. Cool. I am continuing with passing the MP4 file on excuse me on the last video I have said that I am going to pass the Tkhd, which is a box that is found within the move box. It is found within the move box. Let's go and confirm that. Here's my move box. Yeah, Tkhd is actually found within the Trak box, which is found within the move box. So the Trak box will contain the Tkhd, which is track header. So track header contains information that is specific to that track. If it's a video track, the information that is contained inside the tracker header is specific to that video track. Does that make sense? So here you will get content such as the creation date, when that track was created. Remember, when we were doing MVHD, if you are someone who's following, we also have creation time inside MVHD. But with MVHD, the creation time is specific to the entire presentation, to the entire file. Does that make sense? So here it is specific to a track, when this track was created, and there's also modification day time, which is the last time the track was modified. Does that make sense? So we are going to actually now get that content out of the track header, and then we will see the next box to look for in an MP4 file. The most important thing here is that we are learning how to actually pass this data, because it's important, especially if you are working doing project where you would be developing a media player. So here we're going to have a property of this type that we are going to call creation time. It should be uint creation time. No, it can't be uint. Why is it uint? It's a date time, then we call it creation time, and let's go. Cool. Now we have creation time. I would also hope, if time allows me, to get the modification time. There's a lot of code to write here. Modification time. That's cool. That's super cool. Cool. Now we are going to come. Where do we go? We're going to have to create a method that is going to actually get this. That is going to create this this type and get all the information out of this box code. Let's go there. It's here actually. It's here on utilities. Get tracker, and here we're gonna have public. This is our utility class. Utility methods. With the utility methods here, we're going to okay, we need a Tkhd get Tkhd. Now you're going to receive why am let's do today. Tkhd Box. The piece at which I'm writing this code, I'm not impressed. Fine, cool. Now the first 4 bytes as per the standard here gives you the size of this box. Let's start by creating this try loop here, and then we have this using statement where we're now using we create the memory stream. Memory stream, a bit skewed here. So, new memory stream, which is based on this Tkhd box. So the rule as per the standard is that the first 4 bytes will give you the size of Tkhd, and then the next 4 bytes will give you the 4 characters, which is Tkhd, which would be the name of your type. So we're gonna have an array of, let's call it Tkhd Tkhd buffer size buffer size buffer, and gonna create 4 bytes of that. Let's go to Tkhd name buffer. Jesus, why would you do this? Okay, now we go to memory stream dot we read into the Tkhd size buffer. Let's read cool. Now we have the name and the size. What we can do is the next thing to do. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's check before we do anything. We also have a size. We also have a size. After we read the size and the name, we also have a flags. We have a 4 byte, which is 1 byte of the version of this box, and 3 bytes of which represent the flags that this file contains, that this track contains, of flags that are specific to this track. So we're gonna have other variables here. We're going to have, let's call it flags version. Here it's flags and version. Yeah. Here we put flags and version. Version is only 1 byte, which is 8-bit, and flags is 3 byte, which is about 24 bit. So we will see how to actually get the actual flags out and version out. Let's read it first. Let's read this 4 byte 4 byte dot read into flags version, because we actually do not have a way to read 1 byte, good people. So that is why we're gonna read it together with we're going to read these two types of content together. Then we can separate them by just moving the bits to the right and to the left to be left with the actual bit that we are looking for, and which is where we're going to convert and get the number that we are looking for the version and the number that we are looking for the flags. Flags version dot length. Flags version, let's say buffer. Let's say buffer, just to have a consistency of variable naming. These are buffers. This is where we will be reading into. Excuse me. Now, in order to get int version, now we want the actual version of this box. How do we do that? We go to flags version, the buffer, and then we move the bytes to the right by 24 byte. Does that make sense? Okay, we're going to have to start by converting this one to an int. Bit converter dot to int 32. We move this by 24 byte to the right, and then we get the version, the flags. Bit converter dot to int flags version buffer by 8 byte to the left by 8 byte. I hope I didn't. Okay, let's analyze this if we have done the right thing here. Do we move 8 bit to that side? Let's see. We confirm this.